Drew here from WP4.Church. I am going to be looking at creating a staff area today for the leadership at your church. One of the trends I've noticed on most of the websites I build is that the staff area, the leadership area, is usually in the top 5 pages visited. And so I think because of that, it deserves a lot of attention, even though usually it's just a grid of who does what. And so in this, I'm looking at a site I built recently from Propel Church. This is at propel.church if you want to check it out for yourself. And I'm going to look at kind of a bird's eye view. I'm not going to get into all the nitty gritty detail, but I want to kind of get your brain stirring on creating a better staff area for your website. And I'm going to go over some of the tools I use, some alternative tools, of course, that you can use as well. And as you can see, what I got going on here, standard 3x3 cross grid with the title, the title of the person, the name of the person, and then contact information. And I'm going to show you how I built this. And the tools I used are CPT UI, custom post type generator. It's a free plugin. I used ACF, which is advanced custom fields. For what I did, you can get by with the free version quite easily. And of course, if you know me, this site is built using Beaver Builder and either Power Pack or Ultimate add-ons for Beaver Builder. You should check that out because it's amazing. Still, you could get a similar layout if you were using something like Elementor. That works with ACF as well. And so the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to jump over to the back end and I'm going to show you. So CPT UI is a plugin I use all the time to quickly create custom post types. It even outputs the code. So if you want to take the code from that you made with a custom post type, you can take that code, drop it into your functions.php file, and delete the plugin completely, so it's not taking up any space. It's pretty lightweight. I don't find that it really messes with anything. Let me go to edit post types. This site has a few custom post types that we're using with different settings for each. Opportunities to show, serving opportunities, hub cards for their kind of like visitor center, and of course staff members. I'm not going to share all the settings for this. It's pretty straightforward. Like I said, this is just to get your own ball rolling. And so when you save the post type, it'll throw it over here in the admin menu. We're going to go there in a second. The next thing I want to look at is custom fields. So advanced custom fields, I'm using the pro version, so you won't be able to do it exactly like I have it because they don't have, the free version doesn't have the group type, but you could just as easily make all of these single line text or URLs without any issue. I like organization, so I group mine together. So you can see right here, everyone is going to have position and an email, and I have it set to. This is not a part of, you can't type in 3 column here and get 3 columns. It's a bunch of CSS on the back end. And then I have edit social links here. And so this is where someone can put in their Facebook or Instagram. Actually, I need to delete Twitter because he asked me to and I forgot. There you go, Nick. If you're watching this, and then the location, of course, you can add rules to where these custom fields show up when you're creating a new post. And so I have it set to post type is equal to staff member. So it only shows up on the staff member pages. And I'm going to go and update that since I made that Twitter change. And now I'm going to go to, now I'm going to go to add a staff member. Stop being stupid, internet. I'm going to go to staff members. And this is going to pull up the list that he's already added of all his leadership capacities. I have a few things here, like, for example, team capacities. You can add taxonomies in a custom field, or not custom fields. In CPT UI, you can add or edit taxonomies. And so he has different levels of leadership for his church. So they've added it here. On another site, I've added by department. So staff member by department. So you can filter them by department. By campus, I have a church where you can filter all the staff by whatever campus that they are a part of. Really, you can do whatever you need to here. And so let's go back to all staff members. And I'm going to pull up, I'm going to go to Pastor Nick. It's a cool dude, by the way. You should check out propel.church if you're in the Charlotte area. So just walking this through, you have his name here, you have his position, his email, and then of course his social stuff. and then I scroll down a little bit. This could easily, go up here for the staff image. And that's just the featured image renamed, right? And then his team capacities, leadership. This is where, if you had campus or department, it would show up over here on your taxonomies. I'm going to update that. And then, so once you set up the custom post type, once you add the custom fields, and once you input the information here, now you have to make it look right on the front, right? And so what I'm going to do is open up Page Builder. Of course, we're in Beaver Builder. I don't think you can do this with Divi. Maybe I'm wrong. Someone let me know in the comments if you can. But what I'm going to look at, I'm just going to pull up this. All this is a post module, right? So this is just your standard post module from Beaver Builder. You can find it right there. Post. Boom. But what I love about Beaver Builder is that it lets you do some neat things here. For example, for the comments, so it's post. When we think post, a lot of times we just think blog post, right? But the post type, I have it set. You can pull it from anywhere. I have mine set to staff members. I have the order by ascending and date. Another thing you can do is you can order by the selection order. So if you're only adding a few people, you can add the staff members right here, and it will show them in the order that you add them. And then of course below that, when you select your post type, it populates the taxonomies down here too. So team capacity is his only taxonomy for staff members, and he has this one selected, leadership. That's his staff level leadership that he has on the site. And so if that's all you did, if you just, that's like half the battle with this, right? If you just use the default post layout, this is what you get right here. Which, let's be honest, it's not bad, right? It's not bad. If I just come down here and I hide the author info and hide the date, it does what I need it to do, right? It does what I need it to do. So you could stop there, but I wanted to make something really neat, and so I pretty much always use custom post layout. And what I do is I come in here, edit custom post layout. I'm going to kind of walk you through what's going on here. Mostly I'm going to look at the short codes that Beaver Builder lets you use here. So this is all obviously is HTML with all the Beaver Builder shortcodes thrown in. What I really want to look at is, if you're familiar with Beaver Builder, Elementor I think does the same thing, where you can add these different elements here. So I could add the post title, post excerpt, anything I want to, or I can scroll down here. I can connect advanced custom fields right here. What I want to look at is conditional custom fields, right? So right here I have the Insta. You see where that's my field name right there. I have this if conditional. See the if. If I scroll over, I have it linked to the Instagram URL from the back, staff social Insta. And then I have just the font awesome Instagram icon right there. And then I close it out, of course, with a WPBB-if. And so what that means is that if there is an Instagram link provided, it shows this icon and it links to that profile. If there is not an Instagram link provided, or it won't show up. So you can see that means that Nick has an Instagram on the staff area, and Michael Wright here does not. The same for the Facebook. It's the same structure, is that I have the if conditional right here. I have the URL for this. It links to this Facebook font awesome icon, and then I close it out. And you can see, for example, down here, that means Kathy has her Facebook field filled in on the back end, but she doesn't have the Instagram filled in on the back end. Another thing that I want to point out, let me save this real quick. And another thing I want to point out is this doesn't take you anywhere. Like a lot of times when we click on a post or use the post module, it takes you to that post, right? But I didn't want that to happen. We didn't want every person to have their own page So you can do that, no doubt. But what I did is, let's look at the post title. Where's post title? So this is post title right here. I'm just going to copy that, and you'll see where it changes. It should change right here. Yeah, let's see, they all changed. What you can do here, say you want to, every person on your staff have their own little page where you ask them 10 questions or whatever. What you can do is insert the link. Post title is the link, and save. Obviously, you would change out the color for all this, right, with a little CSS. So now if I clicked on Pastor Nick Newman, it takes me to Pastor Nick Newman's page. Obviously, none of this is styled because we didn't build it this way. I'm just showing you that it has the functionality to do that. Let me go back and change that before anybody comes to this site. And so what I do is, if I'm building something that only needs to stay on the page, I'm just displaying information and adding a few links, is I trade out the post link just with the post title, and I save it. And so that's how you create a custom like staff area like this. I'd love to help you with some of the HTML and CSS if you're looking to create something similar. Beaver Builder makes it really easy to do all that. If you're using Power Pack add-ons, you can use theirs as well to do it, and mostly just replace some of the stuff that they have with the ACF shortcodes, the conditionals, etc. And it looks good almost like right out of the box when you replace some of that. It maintains the look and the design of some of the Power Pack presets. I like doing that as well. Yeah, I think that's it, guys. If you have any questions about creating a better staff area using Beaver Builder, custom post type UI, and ACF for your website, I'd love to help you. Drop a link in the comments, whether you're on YouTube or on WP4.church, and let me see what you're working with.